You know what? I'm really loving my new bike. And unfortunately, I think a lot of the wrong people would like it too. That's why I was told not to take my eyes off it even for a second, because it only took an instant for a Vancouver man in the West End neighborhood to have his bike stolen. This wasn't just an ordinary bike, it was a prized heirloom. But in the true spirit of community, neighbors came together to locate the man's treasured steed, all in record time. Ryan Nussbacher was in the middle of picking up a DoorDash delivery in Yaletown when he turned his back on his beloved bike for only half a minute.
Just as I was coming out to get my bike again, the bike was just stolen. I was only in the store for like maybe a minute or two, and I hadn't locked the bike, which is really funny because I'm a very big proponent of locking your bike properly. And the one time I decided to not do that is when I kind of got my bike stolen. Kind of like a gut punch, like losing something that's really dear to you out of nowhere. It's like when someone very close to you, someone gives you a call one day and said, you know, someone close to you has just like passed away or has gone away, and you don't see it coming, and it's like you don't believe it for a minute or two.
Nussbacher named his bike Apporonia, a bit of a textured reference to a beautiful woman in the Godfather movies, and he's been riding it in Vancouver for 12 years. In a panicked state, Nussbacher searched his surroundings for his bike. A restaurant worker offered her help, and even people walking by offered their assistance. The neighborly help didn't end there, as Nussbacher posted about the bike on a West End Facebook group.
And then somebody actually just offered me a bicycle, just like gave me a bicycle. And I didn't know what to even say about that. It was a very surreal moment.
Nussbacher also immediately called his dear mechanic friend, Arsim Sada at Freedom Bikes, who helped build the bike over a decade ago and continues to maintain it.
When his bike got stolen, basically, he called me right away and he said, "Hey Arsim, you know, my bike got stolen." And I was kind of like upset because it has been a very big problem lately. The first thing you should do is to report it to police. And after that, basically posted on Facebook, called a local bike shop.
Nussbacher did all of those things and didn't give up. Just 2 days later, a man in the downtown east side tipped him off to look in the Olympic Village, and eventually Nussbacher made his way up to Trillium Park.
And I just was like on the phone with my girlfriend at the time, and mid-sentence I'm like, there's the bike.
That bright red paint was unmistakable. Nussbacher called police to help him retrieve the bike, and the whole saga left him grateful for his neighbors.
I find as soon as you give there's a context, there's something people to gather around, they do want to help out. And you know, I guess a stolen bike in this case was the thing, and it really showed me how awesome people are.
In Vancouver, Kier Junos, City News.